Good morning, dear friends. Wow, what a weekend. The latest figures that I've seen for the No King's Day protests are over 12 million. Gosh, we are on our way to taking our country back and to standing up for what is right, protecting the vulnerable, immigrants, LGBTQ people, anybody that speaks out that the dictator in Washington, D.C. doesn't like. I want to talk a little to people who this was their first protest, people who, for whatever reason, did not make it to one. Because let me tell you, we are just getting started. If it was your first time, congratulations. More power to you. I hope that it was an uplifting and empowering experience. Come on back. There will be more. 4th of July is coming. And also, you can set up protests in your little town or your big town. All you need is a sign and maybe a couple of friends and neighbors, or just yourself. 1,000, a million points of light. If maybe you were hesitant, maybe you feel you don't belong, of course you belong. What a democracy is about is that we value the diversity of backgrounds, of experiences, of viewpoints. And by speaking the truth, our truth, and discussing with one another, we all become richer and stronger. But not everybody can get to a demonstration, and that's okay. So I'd like to throw out a few ideas of other things you can do. There's the typical: you can call or email or write your elected representatives. And I encourage you to do that with your local and state representatives, as well as the folks in the House of Representatives and Congress and governors and big people like that. How about your school board? How about your library? How about your city council? Because democracy is local as well. And consider either running for one of those entry-level posts. How about the PTA if the school board's too difficult for you? And how about doing some volunteer work? Volunteer at your local food bank. Volunteer at your local animal shelter. Once you start saying, I want to be of service, keep your ears and eyes open and opportunities will come. And in my life, I have discovered that I am so much happier when I am doing some kind of community volunteer work. And it's been different at different phases of my life. Everything from teaching infant gym at the YMCA when my kids were babies to knitting hats for the local senior Christmas packages, and lots of stuff in between. Participate in your community however you can. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the week after the No King's Day protests. I hope you are well. Take a breath. Take care of yourselves. As I said, we are just getting started. And next protest, maybe you'll show up and maybe you'll bring a few friends and maybe we'll break that 12 million count. Talk to you again soon.